Have you ever found yourself weighed down by stress, pain, or the seemingly endless demands of daily life? Wondering if there's a better, more natural way to overcome these struggles? What if the solution to finding lasting relief didn't come from modern medicine or external distractions, but from ancient wisdom that has guided countless individuals toward peace and healing for millennia? Imagine waking up every day feeling truly refreshed, deeply peaceful, and in perfect harmony with your body, mind, and spirit. This isn't just an abstract ideal. It's a reality that Buddhism shows is possible for anyone willing to embrace its teachings. In today's fast-paced world, we often lose touch with the vital balance between our mind and body. We're constantly pulled in different directions by work, responsibilities, and the never-ending stream of digital distractions, leaving us in a near constant state of anxiety, fatigue, or even physical discomfort. We turn to quick fixes, medications, technology, and momentary escapes, hoping they will ease the burden, only to find that the relief they offer is fleeting. But what if the answers you're seeking have been within you all along? What if, by turning inward and reconnecting with timeless principles, you could unlock a path to healing, resilience, and harmony? Buddhism, with its ancient and profound teachings, offers powerful insights into the mind-body connection and provides practical tools to bring about deep, lasting transformation. These practices are not just for monks or spiritual seekers. They're accessible to everyone and can integrate seamlessly into the rhythm of modern life. By adopting Buddhist principles, you can learn to cultivate a greater sense of presence, reduce stress, and foster profound inner peace that radiates into all aspects of your life. Consider someone overwhelmed by the pressures of daily work, dealing with tight deadlines, unending meetings, and the stress that builds with every passing hour. The common approach might involve turning to quick solutions like caffeine to power through the day or collapsing in front of the television to escape in the evening. While these habits might provide momentary relief, they don't address the underlying issue. Now imagine a different approach. Instead of reaching outward for distractions, this person decides to embrace the practice of mindfulness meditation, a cornerstone of Buddhist teachings. By dedicating just a few minutes each day to sitting quietly, focusing on the breath, and observing thoughts without judgment, they begin to feel a shift. Stress no longer consumes them in the same way. Instead, they develop the capacity to respond calmly and with clarity. Over time, the physical effects of chronic stress, such as tension headaches, fatigue, and irritability, begin to fade, replaced by a sense of well-being and balance. This small but consistent practice of mindfulness rewires the way they experience life, offering not just relief but a completely fresh perspective on what it means to feel healthy and whole. Meditation is only one aspect of the healing potential found in Buddhist teachings. The practice of compassion, both for oneself and for others, can also be profoundly transformative. So often, we're our own harshest critics, carrying guilt, shame, or self-doubt that weighs heavily on our hearts and minds. Buddhism invites us to cultivate loving kindness, starting with ourselves, through practices like metta meditation, where we repeat phrases of goodwill and loving intentions. We can soften our inner dialogue and heal emotional wounds that may have festered for years. This compassion then extends naturally to others. By practicing empathy and understanding, we strengthen our relationships, alleviate feelings of isolation, and foster a sense of connection that is deeply nourishing. The healing ripple effect of compassion touches not just the individual, but also their community and the world around them. Another powerful teaching in Buddhism is the concept of impermanence. Many of our struggles arise from clinging, holding tightly to things, people, or situations we wish to control or keep unchanged. When we embrace the truth of impermanence, we begin to let go of this clinging and the suffering it causes. Instead of resisting change, we learn to flow with it, recognizing that every moment is an opportunity for growth and renewal. This perspective brings immense freedom and a profound sense of peace, even in the face of life's inevitable challenges. In this exploration, we'll delve deeper into these transformative Buddhist principles, focusing on how they foster a profound connection between mind and body. We'll uncover the science-backed benefits of meditation and mindfulness, showing how these practices can reduce stress, improve focus, and enhance overall health. We'll discuss how the cultivation of compassion and loving kindness can heal emotional wounds and build stronger, more fulfilling relationships. And we'll reflect on how embracing impermanence can free us from unnecessary suffering and lead to a life of greater balance and joy. Imagine a life where you wake up feeling calm, centered, and ready to embrace the day with clarity and purpose. A life where challenges no longer feel insurmountable, but instead become opportunities for growth and learning. This is the promise of Buddhist teachings, a path not just to temporary relief, but to lasting transformation and inner peace. In this video, we'll guide you through these timeless teachings and practical tools, empowering you to take the first steps on your journey toward a healthier, more balanced life. Whether you're new to Buddhism or looking to deepen your understanding, the insights we'll share have the potential to change not just how you approach stress and pain, but how you live your life. Stay with us for this transformative exploration and discover how the wisdom of Buddhism can help you heal from within and create a life of true harmony. Mind-body connection and healing, a Buddhist perspective. In Buddhism, the relationship between the mind and body is not seen as separate or fragmented, but as deeply interconnected, functioning as two essential aspects of our being. This understanding is foundational to Buddhist teachings and provides profound insights into how we experience health and healing. The state of our mind, whether it is calm, joyful, or turbulent, has a direct impact on our physical well-being, and conversely, the condition of our body influences our mental and emotional states. Recognizing this interplay is key to addressing the root causes of suffering and promoting holistic healing. The Buddha taught that much of our suffering arises not solely from external conditions, but from the patterns of our own mind. Stress, anxiety, anger, and other turbulent emotions can manifest in the body as physical symptoms, including chronic pain, tension, fatigue, and illness. Modern science supports this, showing how prolonged stress affects the immune system, increases inflammation, and disrupts the body's natural ability to heal. From a Buddhist perspective, healing begins when we address the mind's role in perpetuating these cycles of stress and discomfort. Mindfulness, one of the central practices in Buddhism, is a powerful tool for breaking these harmful patterns. By cultivating mindfulness, we learn to observe our thoughts, emotions, and bodily sensations with clarity and without judgment. This practice allows us to become aware of how our mental states influence our physical experiences, enabling us to intervene in the cycle of stress and discomfort before it takes a toll on our health. For instance, by noticing the early signs of stress, like a racing heart or shallow breathing, we can take conscious steps to calm the mind and relax the body, preventing the escalation of tension or anxiety. Meditation, another cornerstone of Buddhist practice, serves as a bridge between the mind and body. When we meditate, we create a space of stillness and focus that helps us tune into the present moment. This practice not only calms the mind, but also has profound physiological effects. Research has shown that meditation can lower blood pressure, reduce the production of stress hormones like cortisol, and even alter brain function to enhance emotional resilience. From a Buddhist perspective, these benefits arise because meditation helps us align the mind and body, fostering a state of harmony that supports natural healing. Beyond these immediate benefits, mindfulness and meditation encourage a deeper understanding of the mind-body connection. As we practice, we begin to see how our habitual thoughts and emotions shape our physical experiences. For example, an individual struggling with chronic pain might discover that their pain is intensified by mental patterns of resistance, frustration, or fear. By cultivating mindfulness, they can learn to observe the pain without reacting to it, softening their resistance and, in many cases, reducing their experience of suffering. The transformative power of mindfulness extends to daily life, where it can be integrated into even the most routine activities. Simple practices, like paying attention to your breath, eating mindfully, or walking with awareness, bring the mind and body into alignment, creating a sense of balance and well-being. Over time, these practices help to rewire the brain, fostering greater emotional stability and physical resilience. Buddhism also teaches that cultivating positive mental states, such as joy, gratitude, and compassion, can have a profound impact on physical health. These emotions create a sense of lightness and openness that counteracts the physiological effects of stress and negativity. Practices like loving-kindness meditation, metta, where we generate and extend goodwill toward ourselves and others, can uplift our mental and emotional state while promoting relaxation and healing in the body. Studies have shown that positive emotions stimulate the release of hormones like oxytocin and endorphins, which support physical health and enhance our overall sense of well-being. Another key aspect of the Buddhist view on the mind-body connection is the understanding of impermanence. Just as our thoughts and emotions are transient, so too are the physical sensations we experience in our body. By embracing this truth, we can develop a healthier relationship with discomfort and pain. Rather than becoming overwhelmed by physical suffering, we can observe it with curiosity and acceptance, knowing that it too will pass. This shift in perspective can reduce the intensity of our suffering and open the door to deeper healing. Ultimately, Buddhism offers a holistic approach to healing that recognizes the profound interdependence of the mind and body. Rather than treating symptoms in isolation, Buddhist practices encourage us to address the root causes of our suffering, transforming the way we experience both mental and physical challenges. By cultivating mindfulness, meditation, and positive mental states, we not only promote natural healing from within, but also develop the inner strength and resilience needed to navigate life's inevitable difficulties. In this interconnected view of health, healing is not merely the absence of illness, but a dynamic state of balance and harmony. Through the teachings of Buddhism, we learn that true well-being arises when the mind and body work together in unity, allowing us to live with greater presence, vitality, and peace. The mind-body connection is not just a concept, but a lived reality, one that holds the key to profound transformation and the possibility of healing from within. Meditation as a healing tool, a path to inner peace and well-being. Meditation, a cornerstone of Buddhist practice, is one of the most profound tools for healing the mind and body. It offers a way to calm the mind, reduce anxiety, and foster emotional regulation, creating a foundation for holistic well-being. More than just a technique, meditation is a transformative practice that helps us reconnect with our inner selves, navigate life's challenges with greater clarity, and promote natural healing. Its benefits are not limited to mental and emotional health. Meditation has been shown to impact physical well-being significantly, making it a powerful tool for those seeking harmony and resilience. In our fast-paced, often stressful modern lives, the mind can become overwhelmed with thoughts, worries, and fears. This constant mental activity creates tension in the body, disrupts sleep, and can lead to chronic stress-related conditions. Meditation provides a sanctuary from this chaos, a space where we can slow down, breathe deeply, and simply be present. Through regular practice, we cultivate a calm and focused mind, which allows the body to enter a state of rest and repair. This process not only alleviates stress, but also supports the body's natural healing mechanisms. There are various meditation techniques within Buddhism, each uniquely suited to different aspects of healing and personal growth. These include mindfulness meditation, loving-kindness meditation, metta, and visualization practices. Each offers its own pathway to fostering emotional balance, reducing negativity, and promoting physical and emotional well-being. Let's explore these transformative techniques in greater depth. 1. Mindfulness meditation, observing the present moment. Mindfulness meditation is one of the most widely practiced and accessible forms of meditation, focusing on staying present and observing thoughts, emotions, and bodily sensations without judgment. In mindfulness practice, we learn to anchor ourselves in the present moment, often using the breath as a focal point. This simple yet powerful act of paying attention helps to interrupt the cycle of rumination and worry that often fuels anxiety and stress. The healing potential of mindfulness lies in its ability to shift our perspective. Instead of being consumed by our thoughts or overwhelmed by our emotions, we learn to observe them with curiosity and acceptance. This practice creates a sense of distance from mental chatter, allowing us to respond to challenges with clarity rather than react impulsively. Over time, mindfulness enhances emotional regulation, helping us navigate difficult situations with greater ease. Mindfulness meditation also fosters a profound connection between the mind and body. By paying attention to physical sensations, such as tension or discomfort, we become more attuned to our body's needs. This awareness allows us to address stress or strain before it escalates into chronic pain or illness, promoting natural healing from within. 2. Loving kindness meditation, metta cultivating compassion and positivity. Loving kindness meditation, or metta, is a practice dedicated to cultivating compassion, goodwill, and positivity toward oneself and others. In this form of meditation, we silently repeat phrases such as, "May I be happy," "May I be healthy," "May I live with ease," while visualizing ourselves surrounded by warmth and love. Gradually, we extend these wishes to loved ones, acquaintances, and eventually all beings, fostering a sense of universal connection. The emotional benefits of loving kindness meditation are profound. By directing compassion toward ourselves, we soften the harsh inner critic that often perpetuates self-doubt and negativity. This practice also helps to heal emotional wounds by encouraging forgiveness and acceptance. As we extend kindness to others, we release feelings of anger, resentment, or judgment, replacing them with empathy and understanding. From a physical perspective, cultivating positive emotions through metta meditation can reduce stress and its associated effects on the body. Studies have shown that practicing loving-kindness meditation increases the production of hormones like oxytocin, which promotes relaxation and supports cardiovascular health. This technique is particularly effective for reducing negativity, fostering resilience, and enhancing overall well-being. 3. Visualization, imagining healing and peace. Visualization is a meditative practice that involves creating vivid mental images to promote physical and emotional well-being. In this technique, we use the power of imagination to picture healing energy flowing through the body or envision peaceful environments that evoke a sense of safety and relaxation. For instance, someone dealing with chronic pain might visualize a warm, golden light enveloping the affected area, soothing and restoring it. Similarly, imagining a tranquil setting, such as a serene forest or a calm ocean, can help reduce stress and anxiety, allowing the mind and body to relax. Visualization leverages the brain's natural ability to influence bodily functions, stimulating a state of rest and repair. This practice is particularly helpful for those seeking to complement physical healing with mental and emotional support. By focusing on positive imagery, we redirect the mind away from fear or worry, creating a mental space that encourages the body to heal. Visualization is a reminder of the profound influence the mind has over the body, a principle deeply rooted in Buddhist teachings. The healing power of meditation. Meditation, in all its forms, offers more than temporary relief from stress or discomfort. It provides a path to deep and lasting transformation. By calming the mind, fostering emotional regulation, and promoting physical well-being, meditation helps us heal on multiple levels. It encourages us to cultivate mindfulness, compassion, and positivity, qualities that not only enhance our individual health, but also ripple outward, improving our relationships and interactions with the world. Buddhist teachings remind us that healing is not simply the absence of illness, but a state of harmony and balance between the mind and body. Meditation is a powerful tool for achieving this balance, guiding us toward a life of greater peace, resilience, and well-being. Whether through mindfulness, loving kindness, or visualization, meditation invites us to reconnect with our inner selves and unlock the natural healing potential that lies within us all. Managing stress and negative emotions, a Buddhist approach to inner peace. In Buddhism, stress and negative emotions are not viewed as permanent or insurmountable. Rather, they are understood as fleeting states of mind that can be acknowledged, managed, and ultimately transformed. This perspective offers a liberating insight. While we cannot always control the external circumstances that trigger stress or negativity, we have the power to change how we respond to them. Through mindfulness, self-awareness, and intentional practices, we can confront these emotions, learn from them, and use them as catalysts for growth and healing. Stress and negative emotions, whether in the form of anger, fear, sadness, or frustration, often arise when we resist reality or feel overwhelmed by life's demands. In such moments, the mind becomes consumed by thoughts and stories, amplifying discomfort and creating a cycle of mental and physical tension. Buddhist teachings emphasize that these emotions are impermanent, like passing clouds in the sky. They come and go, and by observing them with awareness, we can begin to loosen their grip on our well-being. The key to managing stress and negative emotions lies in cultivating mindfulness, a practice that helps us remain present and aware of our thoughts and feelings without judgment. When we become mindful of our inner experiences, we create a space between stimulus and response, a moment in which we can choose to approach our emotions with curiosity and compassion rather than react impulsively. This shift in perspective allows us to see stress and negativity not as threats, but as opportunities for self-discovery and transformation. To support this process, Buddhist-inspired practices such as deep breathing, journaling, and compassionate self-talk can be invaluable tools for navigating emotional challenges and fostering resilience. Let's explore these practices in depth. 1. Deep breathing. Calming the mind and body. Deep breathing is one of the simplest yet most effective techniques for managing stress and negative emotions. When we're stressed or upset, our breathing often becomes shallow and rapid, signaling the body's fight or flight response. This physiological reaction can exacerbate feelings of anxiety and tension, making it difficult to think clearly or act calmly. By consciously taking slow, deep breaths, we activate the body's relaxation response, lowering heart rate, reducing cortisol levels, and promoting a sense of calm. In Buddhism, the breath is often used as a focal point for meditation because it anchors us to the present moment. A simple practice involves inhaling deeply through the nose, holding the breath for a few seconds, and exhaling slowly through the mouth. As we breathe, we can silently repeat affirming phrases like, "I am calm," "I am safe," to reinforce a sense of peace. Deep breathing also helps us connect with our emotions. Instead of suppressing or avoiding uncomfortable feelings, we can breathe into them, creating space for them to arise and dissipate naturally. This practice reminds us that emotions are energy in motion. They flow through us but do not define us. 2. Journaling. Processing thoughts and emotions. Journaling is a powerful tool for managing stress and negative emotions by giving them a voice and a safe outlet. When we write about our thoughts and feelings, we externalize them, making it easier to observe and understand their origins. This process fosters self-awareness and helps us identify patterns or triggers that contribute to stress or negativity. From a Buddhist perspective, journaling can be seen as a form of mindfulness practice. By writing with intention and honesty, we cultivate a deeper connection with ourselves and the present moment. For instance, when feeling overwhelmed, we might ask ourselves reflective questions such as, "What am I feeling right now? What triggered this emotion? What is this emotion trying to teach me?" Journaling also allows us to reframe negative experiences. By exploring alternative perspectives or focusing on lessons learned, we can transform challenges into opportunities for growth. For example, writing about a stressful event might reveal hidden strengths or insights that were not apparent in the heat of the moment. Over time, this practice builds emotional resilience and helps us approach life's difficulties with greater equanimity. 3. Compassionate self-talk. Replacing criticism with kindness. Our inner dialogue plays a significant role in shaping how we experience stress and negative emotions. When faced with setbacks or challenges, many of us default to harsh self-criticism, amplifying feelings of guilt, shame, or inadequacy. Buddhist teachings encourage us to replace this destructive inner voice with one of compassion and kindness. Compassionate self-talk involves speaking to ourselves as we would to a dear friend, offering understanding, encouragement, and forgiveness. For instance, instead of thinking, "I failed," I'm not good enough, we might say, I made a mistake, and that's okay. I'm learning and growing every day. This shift not only reduces emotional distress, but also creates a supportive internal environment where healing and growth can flourish. Loving kindness meditation, metta, can complement this practice by helping us cultivate goodwill toward ourselves. By repeating phrases like, may I be happy, may I be healthy, may I live with ease, we reinforce a sense of self-worth and remind ourselves that we are deserving of love and understanding. Over time, compassionate self-talk becomes a natural habit, replacing negativity with encouragement and fostering a more balanced emotional state. Transforming stress and negative emotions. Stress and negative emotions are an inevitable part of life, but they do not have to define our experience. Through mindfulness, self-awareness, and intentional practices like deep breathing, journaling, and compassionate self-talk, we can learn to navigate these challenges with grace and resilience. Instead of resisting or suppressing difficult emotions, we can meet them with curiosity and compassion, uncovering the valuable lessons they hold. Buddhist teachings remind us that emotions are not fixed or permanent. They are transient phenomena that arise and pass like waves on the ocean. By cultivating a calm and present mind, we gain the ability to ride these waves with confidence, transforming moments of stress or negativity into opportunities for growth and healing. In this way, managing stress and negative emotions becomes not just a practice, but a path to greater inner peace and well-being. Philosophy of acceptance and impermanence, embracing change and finding comfort. The philosophy of acceptance and impermanence is a cornerstone of Buddhist teachings, offering deep insights into the nature of life and suffering. Acceptance, in this context, is the practice of embracing life's challenges without resistance or denial. It encourages us to meet difficult experiences with openness and courage, recognizing that some aspects of life cannot be changed. Rather than turning away from pain or hardship, we are invited to confront them honestly and to learn from what they reveal about ourselves and the world. Complementing this practice is the Buddhist concept of impermanence, anicca, which teaches that all things, emotions, situations, relationships, and even suffering, are transient. Nothing remains fixed or permanent. Everything is in a state of constant flux. While this truth can initially feel unsettling, it also offers profound comfort. Just as joy and success are fleeting, so too are pain and sorrow. Understanding impermanence allows us to find solace during difficult times, knowing that no struggle lasts forever. 1. Acceptance. Meeting life without resistance. Acceptance is often misunderstood as passive resignation, but in Buddhism, it is an active and courageous practice. It involves recognizing reality as it is, without trying to avoid, suppress, or control it. When we resist what is happening, we create additional layers of suffering by clinging to what we wish were true or pushing away what we fear. Acceptance, on the other hand, frees us from the struggle by allowing us to engage with life's challenges in a constructive and mindful way. For example, consider someone facing a health challenge. Resistance might manifest as denial, anger, or frustration, which only amplifies emotional distress. Acceptance, however, allows them to acknowledge their situation with clarity, creating space to focus on what can be done, seeking treatment, nurturing self-care, or finding meaning in the experience. This shift in perspective transforms suffering into an opportunity for growth and resilience. Buddhist teachings remind us that acceptance does not mean we condone or approve of everything that happens. Rather, it means we stop fighting reality. By embracing the present moment as it is, we open ourselves to its lessons and possibilities for transformation. 2. Impermanence. The comfort of transience. The concept of impermanence, or anicca, is central to Buddhist philosophy. It teaches that everything in life, whether pleasurable or painful, is temporary. This understanding helps us navigate both joy and suffering with equanimity. When we experience happiness, recognizing its transient nature allows us to appreciate it fully without clinging to it. When we face hardship, understanding impermanence offers hope and reassurance that this too shall pass. Impermanence also challenges our tendency to attach to fixed ideas about ourselves, others, or the world. For instance, someone grieving a loss might feel as though their pain will never end. However, the truth of impermanence reminds us that emotions, like waves in the ocean, rise and fall naturally. This insight can help us soften our grip on suffering, creating space for healing to unfold. In daily life, the awareness of impermanence can be a powerful motivator to live fully and authentically. Knowing that every moment is fleeting encourages us to savor the present, nurture meaningful connections, and let go of petty grievances. It also inspires gratitude, as we come to see each experience as a precious, impermanent gift. 3. The interplay of acceptance and impermanence. Together, acceptance and impermanence form a dynamic philosophy that equips us to face life's challenges with grace. Acceptance allows us to confront reality as it is, while the understanding of impermanence assures us that even the most difficult moments are not permanent. This combination empowers us to respond to hardship with resilience, rather than despair, and to approach life's ups and downs with a balanced perspective. For instance, someone navigating a career setback might initially feel overwhelmed by disappointment or self-doubt. By practicing acceptance, they can acknowledge their emotions without judgment, allowing themselves to process the experience fully. At the same time, recognizing impermanence helps them see that this moment of difficulty will eventually give way to new opportunities. This understanding fosters patience and trust in the unfolding of life's journey, transforming life through acceptance and impermanence. The philosophy of acceptance and impermanence is not just a way to cope with life's difficulties. It is a path to profound transformation and peace. By accepting what cannot be changed and embracing the transient nature of all things, we free ourselves from the mental and emotional burdens of resistance and attachment. We learn to face life with an open heart, finding strength in the present moment and solace in the knowledge that all experiences, whether joyful or painful, are temporary. Buddhist teachings remind us that true freedom lies not in controlling life's uncertainties, but in embracing them with wisdom and compassion. Through the practice of acceptance and the understanding of impermanence, we can navigate the ever-changing landscape of life with a sense of balance, resilience, and peace, ultimately discovering that within the impermanence of existence lies the beauty of transformation and growth. Mindful eating and lifestyle choices, nurturing the body and mind. Buddhist teachings emphasize the importance of mindfulness in all aspects of life, including how we eat and care for our bodies. Mindful eating and thoughtful lifestyle choices are practices that encourage us to cultivate awareness, gratitude, and balance in our daily routines. By paying attention to what and how we consume, and by creating space for rest, movement, and reflection, we nurture not only our physical health, but also our mental and emotional well-being. In today's fast-paced world, meals are often hurried, eaten while distracted, or chosen for convenience rather than nourishment. Similarly, our lifestyles can become unbalanced, neglecting rest, physical activity, or quiet moments of reflection. Buddhist principles remind us to approach these aspects of life with mindfulness and intention, fostering a deeper connection to our bodies and a sustainable path to long-term well-being. 1. Mindful eating. Cultivating awareness and gratitude. Mindful eating is the practice of bringing full awareness to the experience of eating, savoring the taste, texture, and aroma of each bite, and recognizing the journey of the food from its source to our plate. This approach transforms eating from a mundane or mindless task into a meaningful ritual that honors the nourishment our food provides. When we eat mindfully, we slow down and engage all our senses, fully appreciating the act of nourishing our bodies. For instance, instead of rushing through a meal while scrolling on a phone or watching TV, we might sit quietly. Take a moment to express gratitude for the food and chew slowly, noticing the flavors and textures. This not only enhances the enjoyment of eating, but also helps us tune into our body's hunger and fullness cues, reducing overeating and promoting healthier habits. Mindful eating also deepens our relationship with the environment and the people who contribute to our sustenance. By reflecting on the effort involved in growing, harvesting, and preparing our food, we cultivate gratitude and a greater appreciation for the interconnectedness of life. This awareness can inspire more thoughtful choices, such as choosing sustainably sourced foods or reducing waste. 2. Balanced living, rest, activity, and reflection. A balanced lifestyle is essential for long-term well-being, and Buddhist teachings encourage us to harmonize the demands of daily life with the needs of our body and mind. This balance involves prioritizing rest, incorporating physical activity, and setting aside moments for quiet reflection. Rest is often undervalued in modern society, where constant productivity is celebrated. However, rest is essential for physical recovery, mental clarity, and emotional resilience. Adequate sleep allows the body to repair itself, while moments of stillness during the day provide an opportunity to recharge and reset. Buddhist practices such as meditation or simply taking a few deep breaths during a busy day can serve as restorative pauses that bring calm and focus. Physical activity is another vital component of balanced living. Movement not only strengthens the body, but also supports mental health by reducing stress and enhancing mood. From a Buddhist perspective, activities such as yoga, Tai Chi, or walking meditation integrate mindfulness with physical exercise, creating a holistic approach to health. These practices encourage us to move with awareness and gratitude for our body's capabilities, fostering a sense of connection and vitality. Quiet reflection is equally important, providing a space to process thoughts, emotions, and experiences. Moments of introspection, whether through journaling, meditation, or simply sitting in silence, allow us to reconnect with ourselves and gain clarity about our values and priorities. Regular reflection helps us make intentional choices that align with our well-being and personal growth. 3. Integrating mindful eating and balanced living. Mindful eating and balanced living are not isolated practices. They are deeply interconnected. For instance, the awareness cultivated through mindful eating can extend to other aspects of life, encouraging us to be more intentional about how we spend our time, energy, and resources. Similarly, a balanced lifestyle supports mindful eating by providing the mental and physical space needed to approach meals with presence and gratitude. Imagine starting the day with a quiet moment of gratitude, followed by a nourishing breakfast eaten mindfully. Later, incorporating physical activity, whether a brisk walk, yoga session, or a mindful workout, enhances energy levels and fosters a sense of well-being. Throughout the day, taking breaks for rest or reflection helps maintain focus and emotional balance. This integration of mindfulness into eating and daily activities creates a rhythm of living that nurtures the body, mind, and spirit. The transformative power of mindful choices. Buddhist teachings remind us that our daily choices, how we eat, move, and rest, shape our overall well-being. By embracing mindful eating and balanced living, we develop a deeper connection to our bodies, cultivate gratitude for life's nourishment, and create a foundation for lasting health and happiness. Mindful eating transforms meals into opportunities for awareness and appreciation, promoting healthier habits and a sense of contentment. Balanced living, with its focus on rest, activity, and reflection, provides the support needed to sustain this mindful approach to life. Together, these practices empower us to live with intention and harmony, fostering not only personal well-being, but also a greater sense of interconnectedness with the world around us. In the simple acts of eating with awareness, moving with gratitude, and resting with intention, we find a path to holistic wellness, a life of balance, mindfulness, and joy. Healing through compassion, the transformative power of kindness. In Buddhism, compassion is not just an emotion, it is a profound practice and a cornerstone of healing. Compassion, directed toward oneself and others, has the power to alleviate suffering, nurture emotional well-being, and foster deeper connections. Rooted in empathy and the desire to ease pain, compassion is seen as a transformative force that benefits both the giver and the receiver. Through simple acts of kindness, forgiveness, and emotional support, we can create a ripple effect that enhances individual and communal well-being. 1. Compassion toward oneself. the foundation of healing. True compassion begins with the self. In moments of struggle, many of us are quick to judge ourselves harshly, amplifying our suffering instead of alleviating it. Buddhist teachings emphasize the importance of self-compassion as a foundation for personal healing. By treating ourselves with the same kindness and understanding that we would offer a dear friend, we create a supportive inner environment where growth and resilience can flourish. Self-compassion involves three key components: mindfulness, acknowledging our pain without judgment or avoidance; self-kindness, speaking to ourselves with warmth and encouragement rather than criticism; common humanity, recognizing that suffering is a shared experience and that we are not alone in our struggles. For example, when facing failure or disappointment, we might replace self-critical thoughts like, "I'm not good enough," with compassionate affirmations such as, "It's okay to make mistakes. I'm learning and growing." This practice not only soothes emotional pain, but also strengthens our ability to navigate life's challenges with courage and grace. 2. Compassion for others, building connections and community. Compassion extended to others is equally transformative, fostering deeper connections and creating a more harmonious community. When we approach others with empathy and kindness, we break down barriers of misunderstanding and judgment, nurturing relationships based on mutual respect and care. Acts of compassion can be as simple as offering a listening ear, sharing a kind word, or helping someone in need. These gestures may seem small, but their impact is profound. For the person receiving compassion, it can bring comfort, hope, and validation. For the giver, it cultivates a sense of purpose, interconnectedness, and joy. Forgiveness is a powerful expression of compassion. By letting go of resentment and offering forgiveness to those who have wronged us, we release ourselves from the burden of anger and pain. This act of kindness, both to ourselves and others, creates space for healing and reconciliation. Similarly, offering emotional support to someone who is struggling strengthens bonds and reminds them they are not alone. Compassion also plays a vital role in social and communal well-being. When we act with kindness on a larger scale, through volunteer work, advocacy, or simply treating others with dignity, we contribute to a culture of care that uplifts everyone. 3. The ripple effect of compassion. One of the most beautiful aspects of compassion is its ripple effect. A single act of kindness can inspire others to act similarly, creating a chain reaction of goodwill. This phenomenon reflects the interconnected nature of life emphasized in Buddhist teachings. When we extend compassion to one person, its positive energy often spreads far beyond the initial act. For instance, comforting a friend in distress might inspire them to show kindness to someone else, perpetuating a cycle of care that benefits many. On a societal level, compassionate actions can challenge cycles of hostility or indifference, fostering a more inclusive and supportive environment. Scientific research supports the healing power of compassion, showing that acts of kindness can reduce stress, enhance emotional well-being, and even improve physical health. For both the giver and the receiver, compassion promotes feelings of connection and positivity, making it a vital practice for personal and collective healing. The path of compassionate healing. Healing through compassion is a journey that begins within and extends outward, touching the lives of those around us. By practicing self-compassion, we create a strong foundation for our own well-being, enabling us to show up fully for others. By extending kindness, forgiveness, and support to those in need, we build connections that uplift and heal both individuals and communities. Buddhist teachings remind us that compassion is not limited to grand gestures. It is present in everyday actions and intentions. A smile, a kind word, or even the silent wish for another's happiness carries immense transformative potential. These small acts, rooted in empathy and care, contribute to a world where healing and harmony can flourish. In practicing compassion, we become active participants in the healing process, not just for ourselves but for the greater world. By embracing this path, we honor the interconnectedness of all life and unlock the profound power of kindness to ease suffering and create lasting well-being. Transforming pain and suffering in Buddhist philosophy. In Buddhist philosophy, pain and suffering are not viewed merely as obstacles to overcome, but as profound opportunities for growth, self-discovery, and transformation. This perspective fundamentally shifts how we approach the difficulties in our lives, encouraging us to see pain as a teacher rather than an adversary. Suffering, according to Buddhism, is an integral part of the human experience, a universal reality that touches everyone in some form. However, the Buddha taught that while pain is inevitable, suffering is optional, arising from our resistance to pain or our inability to understand its nature. By confronting pain with mindfulness, compassion, and wisdom, we can transform it into a source of resilience and strength, revealing hidden truths about ourselves and the world around us. Buddhism teaches that the path to liberation begins with acknowledging and understanding suffering, which is encapsulated in the first noble truth, the truth of dukkha or suffering. This acknowledgement is not meant to be a grim acceptance of life's hardships, but rather an invitation to explore the deeper causes of our suffering. Often, pain is amplified by our reactions to it, our attachments, aversions, fears, and expectations. For instance, physical pain might be compounded by the fear that it will never end, or emotional pain by the belief that it defines who we are. By examining the root causes of our suffering with clarity and honesty, we open the door to transformation. Mindfulness plays a central role in this process. Through mindfulness, we develop the ability to observe our pain without judgment, resistance, or identification. Instead of seeing pain as an insurmountable force or a reflection of personal failure, we learn to view it as a transient experience, one that arises and passes like waves in the ocean. This perspective allows us to remain steady and grounded even in the midst of discomfort. Consider the metaphor of a storm. While the wind and rain may rage on the surface, the depths of the ocean remain calm. Similarly, mindfulness helps us access a place of inner stillness where we can witness pain without being overwhelmed by it. Meditation is one of the most powerful tools for transforming pain and suffering in Buddhism. In mindfulness meditation, we focus our attention on the present moment, including the sensations and emotions associated with pain. By turning toward pain rather than away from it, we cultivate an intimate understanding of its nature. This practice can reveal the impermanence of pain, showing us that it is not a fixed or permanent state, but one that changes and evolves over time. Meditation also allows us to observe the secondary suffering we create through our mental and emotional reactions, giving us the insight needed to release those patterns. Another form of meditation that supports the transformation of pain is loving-kindness meditation, or metta. This practice involves directing compassion and goodwill toward oneself and others, fostering a sense of connection and warmth. For those struggling with pain, repeating phrases such as, "May I be free from suffering," "May I find peace," "May I find strength," can create a profound shift in perspective. It softens the harshness we often direct toward ourselves and opens the heart to healing. Over time, loving-kindness meditation can help us approach pain with greater tenderness, reducing the emotional burden it carries. Storytelling and self-reflection are also important aspects of working with pain in Buddhist philosophy. Sharing our experiences of suffering, whether through writing, speaking, or silent contemplation, allows us to process and reframe them. In Buddhism, storytelling is often used as a way to illuminate the lessons hidden within pain. By giving voice to our struggles, we reclaim our narrative, transforming from passive recipients of misfortune into active participants in our journey of healing. This process fosters resilience, as it helps us recognize the ways in which pain has shaped our character and deepened our understanding of life. Physical practices, such as yoga or Tai Chi, can also play a transformative role. These forms of mindful movement connect the body and mind, allowing us to engage with physical sensations in a gentle and compassionate way. For those experiencing chronic pain, these practices offer an opportunity to release tension, improve flexibility, and cultivate a sense of harmony within the body. Moving through discomfort with grace and awareness strengthens not only the body, but also the mind. enhancing our ability to navigate life's challenges. Buddhist philosophy emphasizes the importance of accepting impermanence as a fundamental truth of existence. Pain, like all things, is temporary. When we internalize this understanding, it becomes easier to endure hardship, knowing that it will not last forever. This does not mean that pain is dismissed or minimized. Rather, it is held lightly with the knowledge that it is part of the ebb and flow of life. By embracing impermanence, we free ourselves from the fear and resistance that often accompanies suffering, allowing us to approach pain with greater equanimity. Compassion is another cornerstone of the Buddhist approach to pain. When we encounter suffering, whether our own or that of others, compassion allows us to respond with kindness rather than judgment. This includes practicing self-compassion, which can be especially challenging for those who are used to being their own harshest critics. Offering ourselves the same understanding and care that we would extend to a dear friend creates a nurturing space for healing. Through compassion, we recognize that pain is a shared human experience, one that connects us to others rather than isolating us. Ultimately, Buddhist philosophy invites us to see pain and suffering not as barriers to happiness, but as gateways to greater wisdom, strength, and compassion. Each challenge we face is an opportunity to grow, to deepen our understanding of ourselves and the world, and to cultivate the qualities needed for lasting peace. Just as the lotus flower rises from the mud to bloom in beauty, we too can use the difficulties of life as a foundation for transformation. By approaching pain with mindfulness, acceptance, and an open heart, we learn not only to endure but to transcend it, emerging stronger and more whole on the other side. Community and support in Buddhist philosophy. In Buddhist philosophy, the concept of community, or sangha, holds a place of profound importance, especially in the context of healing and personal growth. The sangha is not merely a gathering of individuals, but a collective of like-minded souls united in their pursuit of wisdom, compassion, and enlightenment. This supportive community is considered one of the three jewels of Buddhism, alongside the Buddha and the Dharma teachings. It serves as a crucial pillar for those seeking solace, strength, and guidance in their journey toward inner peace and understanding. Healing, whether physical, emotional, or spiritual, often requires more than individual effort. The presence of a compassionate and understanding community can provide a sense of connection and belonging that is essential for navigating life's challenges. In moments of suffering or vulnerability, it is a collective strength of the sangha that helps individuals find stability. Within this environment, members can share their experiences, fears, and aspirations, knowing they are met with empathy and encouragement. This mutual support fosters an atmosphere of trust and acceptance, creating a space where healing becomes possible. Buddhism teaches that isolation can intensify suffering. When we retreat into ourselves during times of pain, we may feel disconnected from others, amplifying feelings of loneliness and despair. The sangha serves as a remedy to this isolation, offering a reminder that we are not alone in our struggles. By participating in a supportive community, individuals are reminded of the universality of suffering and the shared human experience. This understanding not only alleviates the burden of pain, but also inspires compassion and solidarity among members. The sangha also plays a pivotal role in encouraging accountability and consistency in spiritual practice. Engaging with a community provides structure and motivation, as members inspire one another to remain committed to mindfulness, meditation, and ethical living. Regular gatherings, whether for meditation, chanting, or discussion, create opportunities for individuals to deepen their practice in the company of others. These communal activities strengthen the bonds within the sangha, reinforcing a collective sense of purpose and shared growth. Furthermore, the sangha offers a wealth of collective wisdom. Each member brings their own unique perspective, shaped by their experiences and insights. In sharing their stories, members illuminate different aspects of the teachings, helping others to see them in new and meaningful ways. This exchange of ideas and lessons enriches the understanding of the Dharma, making it more accessible and applicable to the challenges of everyday life. For those experiencing significant pain or trauma, the sangha can serve as a source of profound healing. Simply speaking one's truth within a compassionate community can be a transformative act, allowing individuals to release the weight of unspoken burdens. Being heard and supported by others creates a sense of validation and relief, reminding individuals that their struggles are seen and shared. This process of opening up can be deeply cathartic, paving the way for emotional and spiritual recovery. The Sangha also embodies the Buddhist principle of interconnectedness, teaching that our well-being is inextricably linked to the well-being of others. When we support those around us, we simultaneously nurture our own sense of purpose and compassion. Acts of kindness, whether small or large, ripple outward, creating a positive impact within the community and beyond. This reciprocal relationship reinforces the idea that healing is not a solitary endeavor but a collective journey. In addition to its spiritual benefits, the Sangha provides practical support for those in need. Whether offering guidance, resources, or simply a listening ear, members of the community act as a safety net for one another. This spirit of generosity and service reflects the core Buddhist value of selflessness, encouraging individuals to extend their compassion and care beyond their own concerns. The power of a supportive community is further magnified during times of crisis or transition. Whether facing illness, loss, or uncertainty, individuals often find strength in the presence of others who understand and empathize with their struggles. The Sangha becomes a sanctuary, offering a sense of stability and reassurance in the face of life's unpredictability. Buddhism emphasizes that healing is not only about personal transformation, but also about contributing to the well-being of the larger community. The Sangha serves as a living example of this principle, demonstrating how collective care and cooperation can lead to profound healing for all. Members learn to embody the values of kindness, patience, and understanding, creating an environment where everyone feels supported and valued. Ultimately, the role of the Sangha extends beyond the individual, influencing the broader society by modeling compassion and interconnectedness. The positive energy generated within the community radiates outward, inspiring others to cultivate similar values in their own lives. In this way, the Sangha contributes to a ripple effect of healing and harmony, touching countless lives beyond its immediate circle. In conclusion, the Sangha is an essential element of the Buddhist path, offering a source of connection, support, and encouragement for those seeking healing and growth. It provides a safe and nurturing space where individuals can share their journeys, learn from one another, and find strength in their shared humanity. By participating in a supportive community, we not only enhance our own well-being, but also contribute to the collective flourishing of all. The Sangha reminds us that we are never alone on the path to healing, and that together, we can navigate even the most challenging aspects of life with grace and resilience. Healing is holistic. In Buddhist philosophy, healing encompasses more than just addressing physical ailments. It is about nurturing the whole self, mind, body, and spirit. This holistic approach recognizes the deep interconnection between our physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. For instance, unresolved stress or emotional pain can manifest as physical symptoms, while physical discomfort can lead to mental and emotional distress. Buddhism teaches that true healing requires us to look beyond surface-level symptoms and address the underlying causes of our suffering. Practices like mindfulness and meditation help us tune into these connections, allowing us to heal at a deeper level. By aligning our thoughts, emotions, and actions, we create a sense of harmony within ourselves that promotes overall well-being. Buddhist practices offer tools. Buddhist teachings provide a rich toolkit for navigating life's challenges with grace and resilience. Mindfulness encourages us to stay present, helping us observe our thoughts and emotions without judgment. This awareness fosters clarity, enabling us to respond to difficulties with calmness and insight rather than impulsivity. Meditation, a cornerstone of Buddhist practice, offers profound benefits for both mental and physical health, such as reducing stress, enhancing focus, and promoting emotional balance. Gratitude is another powerful tool, shifting our focus from what we lack to what we have, which cultivates a positive outlook on life. Practicing loving kindness, metta, further amplifies this effect by fostering compassion for ourselves and others, breaking cycles of negativity and isolation. Acceptance, rooted in the Buddhist understanding of impermanence, helps us embrace life's uncertainties and challenges with a sense of peace. Together, these practices empower us to face difficulties with resilience and transform suffering into growth. Small, consistent steps matter. One of the most practical lessons from Buddhism is the importance of small, consistent efforts in creating lasting change. Healing does not happen overnight. It is a gradual process that unfolds through steady, intentional actions. Simple daily practices, like taking a few mindful breaths, expressing gratitude, or showing kindness to yourself and others, can lead to profound transformations over time. For example, dedicating just 5 minutes a day to meditation can gradually help you develop greater emotional balance and clarity. These small practices also reinforce positive habits that ripple outward, influencing other areas of your life. A single act of compassion can spark a chain of kindness, just as a moment of mindfulness can set the tone for a calmer, more centered day. The key is consistency. Showing up for yourself every day, even in small ways, builds momentum for deeper healing and growth. Over time, these seemingly simple actions accumulate, creating a foundation for a more balanced, fulfilling life. By integrating these key principles into your life, you can approach healing as a continuous journey, one that nurtures every aspect of your being and empowers you to navigate life's challenges with wisdom and grace. As we come to the conclusion of this deep exploration into healing through the profound teachings of Buddhism, it is essential to pause and reflect on the valuable insights we've gathered along the way. True healing, as Buddhism teaches, is not merely about fixing what seems broken or addressing the superficial symptoms of our struggles. Instead, it is about nurturing the entirety of our being, our mind, body, and spirit. This approach goes beyond treating ailments or alleviating discomfort. It involves embracing every facet of who we are and harmonizing these elements to foster holistic well-being. By integrating all parts of ourselves into the healing process, we open ourselves to a deeper, more lasting form of health, one that radiates from within and extends into every area of our lives. This holistic approach can radically transform how we face and navigate life's challenges. No longer do we need to view difficulties as burdens or insurmountable obstacles. Instead, through the wisdom of Buddhist philosophy, we learn to see them as opportunities for growth, self-discovery, and the development of resilience. The challenges we face become integral parts of our journey, not to be feared or resisted, but to be embraced with the understanding that they can lead to profound transformation. Central to our discussions throughout this exploration has been the practice of mindfulness. Mindfulness is the art of being fully present in each moment, without distraction or judgment. It is a practice that allows us to observe our thoughts, emotions, and physical sensations with clarity and without haste. This intentional awareness fosters a deeper connection to the present, helping us find peace and stability amidst the whirlwind of everyday life. Consider the tranquility of simply sitting quietly, focusing on your breath, and experiencing each inhale bringing calmness and each exhale dispelling tension. This grounding practice is much more than just a way to manage stress. It serves as a gateway to greater self-awareness, offering us the space to recognize and understand our habitual thought patterns and emotional responses. Mindfulness helps us become more attuned to the inner workings of our minds, creating the mental space needed to respond to life's challenges with wisdom and clarity. By observing our thoughts and feelings without attachment, we can release the hold that negative emotions or stressors have over us. In doing so, we create the mental and emotional space needed to nurture our well-being, gradually freeing ourselves from the cycle of suffering caused by reactive and habitual responses. In addition to mindfulness, we've also embraced the indispensable value of compassion. Compassion is the practice of extending kindness and understanding, first and foremost to ourselves. Many of us can be our harshest critics, often holding ourselves to unattainable standards and judging ourselves harshly for our perceived shortcomings. Buddhism teaches us to practice self-compassion, which is about treating ourselves with the same kindness and care we would offer to a dear friend. This practice allows us to acknowledge our pain, suffering, and imperfections with tenderness rather than judgment. When we embrace ourselves with compassion, we create an internal environment that fosters healing, growth, and acceptance. Through self-compassion, we learn to be gentler with ourselves during difficult times. We stop punishing ourselves for our mistakes or struggles, recognizing instead that these are part of being human. This compassionate approach to self-care allows us to heal emotional wounds, soothe the mind, and foster a sense of peace within. Compassion also extends outward, enriching our relationships with others. By cultivating compassion within ourselves, we begin to see the suffering of others more clearly and respond with kindness, understanding, and a desire to alleviate their pain. Another central concept we've explored in this journey is the Buddhist principle of impermanence. This teaching reminds us that everything in life, our experiences, emotions, relationships, and even our physical health, is in a constant state of change. Nothing is permanent, and by understanding this truth, we can alleviate the suffering that arises from our attachment to things as they are. When we accept the impermanence of life, we realize that pain, like everything else, is transient. The challenges we face will not last forever, and the difficult emotions we experience will pass with time. This understanding empowers us to endure even the most challenging moments with a sense of hope and perspective, knowing that they are simply passing experiences in the flow of life. Understanding impermanence doesn't mean resigning ourselves to life's difficulties. Rather, it teaches us to approach all experiences, whether joy or sorrow, with an open heart. By letting go of attachment and expectation, we can embrace life as it is, appreciating the present moment for all it offers without clinging to any particular outcome. This acceptance brings us peace, as we recognize that everything, including suffering, has its place in the grand unfolding of life. As we've delved into the practice of loving-kindness meditation metta, we've seen how it can be a powerful tool for fostering compassion and healing. Metta is the practice of sending heartfelt wishes for well-being, happiness, and peace to ourselves and others. It begins with offering kindness and love toward ourselves, which can often be the most difficult part of the practice. Through metta, we learn to embrace our own worthiness of love and healing, just as we would wish for those we care about. As we extend these wishes outward to others, whether loved ones, acquaintances, or even those we may find difficult, we cultivate an expansive, all-encompassing love that transcends boundaries and brings us closer to the interconnectedness of all beings. This practice not only strengthens our own spirit, but also has the potential to transform the relationships we have with others. When we approach others with loving kindness, we foster deeper connections, breaking down walls of judgment, resentment, and fear. By offering compassion to those around us, we create a more harmonious and supportive environment in which healing can flourish. In turn, this sense of connection amplifies the sense of peace and happiness we experience in our own lives. Mindful eating has emerged as another significant practice, one that many of us may overlook in our fast-paced lives. In Buddhism, eating is seen not only as a physical act, but as an opportunity to cultivate mindfulness and gratitude. By paying attention to the food we consume and the way we consume it, we can create a deeper relationship with nourishment, appreciating the gifts that food provides for our bodies and spirits. This practice allows us to slow down, savor each bite, and tune into the sensations of hunger and satisfaction, helping us make more mindful choices in what we eat. In addition to mindful eating, we've also explored the importance of integrating stress management techniques like mindful breathing and meditation into our daily routines. These practices offer us simple yet effective ways to maintain balance and tranquility, even amid the chaos of life. Whether through focused breathing exercises or moments of silent meditation, we can ground ourselves in the present moment, reducing anxiety and increasing our ability to handle stress with greater ease. These practices serve as a reminder to pause, take a deep breath, and reconnect with the present, allowing us to reset and face the day with a clearer, more peaceful mind. As you reflect on these teachings, it's important to remember that healing is not a destination. It's an ongoing journey. True healing is about discovering and connecting with the practices that resonate most profoundly with you, whether that is through meditation, living compassionately, or exploring other aspects of Buddhist wisdom. Healing is a process of integration, a weaving of these practices into the fabric of daily life. It's about making small, consistent changes that add up over time, leading to greater well-being and inner peace. Through mindfulness, compassion, acceptance, and resilience, we create a rich tapestry that enhances our lives and fortifies us against life's inevitable challenges. Each moment is an opportunity to practice, to grow, and to nurture the parts of ourselves that need healing. Buddhist teachings offer a serene and transformative path to recovery and growth. As you continue to weave these principles into your life, do so with patience and gentleness toward yourself, remembering that healing is a lifelong journey. Let these practices guide you through challenges, continually reminding you of your innate strength and capacity to heal. Embrace each day as an opportunity to nourish your spirit and continue to enrich your life with the timeless wisdom of Buddhism. Know that every step you take on this path is a progression toward a more fulfilled, joyful self, one that is grounded in compassion, self-awareness, and inner peace.